Welcome back. All right. It is Friday, so let's get you some good news. Mike Eppel is good news in itself, but you also have some gas price good news. Good morning, Mike.
How are you?
I'm good. Okay, we are standing by live at one of the gas stations downtown here. A price we haven't seen for some time, but there's more. Oh, there's more, Mike.
Oh, wait, there's more. We'll throw in a set of steak knives.
Yeah, I'll take it. I always fall for that.
The price for gas here has dropped, came down another 6 cents at midnight. So that's 12 cents over 2 days. And I was just hearing this morning that we're expecting another 8-cent drop for tomorrow. What? How is this possible, Melanie? Well, the price for oil is at a 6-month low this morning. It's down to around $88 a barrel. So remember, it was up around 125, I think it was the peak, 127 just earlier this summer. And of course, the wholesale benchmark price was just at a record high after record high, and all of this, we were paying for it. Things have really calmed down a little bit here. We've got a little bit more balance in the market. Refineries are up to pace. And finally bringing that price down to a, somewhat affordable. When we're talking $1.50 a liter, I mean,
that's when we're talking.
Yeah, well, we're getting close. We're getting close. And even that is still expensive, historically, of course. But it is a lot of relief, at least, finally, coming through and again, tip the balance on inflation. Bring it down a little bit.
Sure.
You don't maybe have to see interest rates go up quite as much as had been talked about. We'll see.
Relatively speaking, Mike, this is like people cheering going into a weekend.
Isn't that weird?
Looking at these prices.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting, though? I mean, historically, we average over $1 a liter, sure, but when it comes down to below $1.60, it's like huzzah!
Everyone's so happy.
That kind of tells you where we've been and where we're going.
Sure does. Where are we going when it comes to jobs? We're expecting numbers both out of Canada and the U.S. today.
Yeah, the numbers are expected to be okay. Maybe a slowing pace of hiring because, of course, interest rates have gone up a lot, and we've heard from some of the tech companies saying, we're going to slow the number of jobs that we thought we were going to create. Things like that, some anecdotal evidence that the labor market's slowing down a little bit. But look, bottom line here is, Melanie, that what was the latest statistics in from Ottawa? That there are 1 million jobs unfilled right now. Just can't find enough skilled labor. I mean, well, look at the healthcare sector, for example. The Premier and the Health Minister keep saying they've created or added 10,500 jobs over the past 2 years. Sure, how many people have left the healthcare sector over that time frame? For example, that's one case in point, and overall, it is leading to wage pressures. So that's that inflation mix in the jobs report that we also look over as well.
Are people saving right now, Mike? As we talk about inflation, no, they're not.
No.
Okay.
Well, look, when we talk about saving, I'm talking about the rate of return that people are getting if they put their money, as opposed to putting it in the stock market, into a GIC, something that we hadn't really looked at for years, of course, because we're paying like a 0.5% or 1%. Those GIC rates have gone up. So for seniors or people on fixed income or who don't want to play the market, it's better. It's around 4% now, and I think a 5-year GIC. Problem is, inflation's at 8%. So you're still losing money, theoretically, because the cost of goods is going up at a much faster pace than what you're getting on a rate of return. So back in the day, Melanie, I remember the 1970s, yes, and the early 80s, when the GICs I had back then, I remember them paying 18%.
Oh, yeah.
And interest, mortgage rates were up around the same level. The difference, though, being inflation back then, while high, was 8, 6, 7, 8%. So the differential, you were getting a really good rate of return on fixed income saving as opposed to what inflation was doing.
Back in the day.
Still back in the day.
I remember a time when, good old times.
Old man shakes fist at cloud, yeah.
No, don't do one of these. Finally, this in the world of streaming, this is significant news.
Yes.
Let's talk about what's happening here. And this is Warner Brothers and Discovery.
Yes. These companies merged back in the springtime and immediately started to cut back on what the two companies separately were doing. They axed CNN Plus, for example, sunk $100 million into that. That was gone immediately. HBO Max and Discovery Plus are going to merge into a single entity because they just didn't have any new subscribers, and it's just cost too much. HBO Max was going to do scripted production for the new Next Generation Degrassi. That's gone. The Batgirl movie, $90 million sunk into that. That's gone for a big tax write-off. This company lost billions of dollars in its first quarterly earnings update, and they're talking about the DC universe versus Marvel. They've got a 10-year plan for that. So for comic fans, that's key. But I was very disappointed to not see Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman in this new Batgirl movie, because the leaked photos look pretty darn cool.
Mike, finally, question for you. Who was the best Batman? You think Michael Keaton?
Wow. Ben Affleck.
Really?
Yes.
That's an unpopular opinion right there.
I stand by it.
Sid, I heard Sid go, what?
He fits the role.
Okay, Ben Affleck.
Fits the role. Big guy, angry, actually showed, how he prepared for. I mean, sure.
Okay.
Others, and Adam West, of course, was still the greatest, actually.
All right, listen, whatever your thought process is, to each
Back
their
in
own.
the day.
Okay, Adam West. Boom, pow.
This is a longer discussion.
All right, this is a whole other day. Mike, have yourself a wonderful weekend.
Right.
I will see you on Wednesday. I'm off Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
So I'll see you then.
Enjoy.
Okay, take care.